Again, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Now, very straightforward job in the man cave today, at least I hope it is. One of the things that I think improves the look of the standard Panigale quite markedly for a simple mod is changing out the windscreen for something that's tinted. I've seen lots of people that have done this, not just on the 899 but on the bigger bike as well, and I think it looks pretty damn mean. So, I bought myself one of these. It's from Power Bronze. I've gone for the, I think this is the dark tint. Yeah, it's the dark tint screen. They're excellent value. This one I think cost me £58, £59, something like that, compared to the Panigale Performance part, which I think is twice that. I think is excellent value. I've had Power Bronze screens before, and I've been very pleased with them in terms of the clarity and the quality of the build. So, I'm going to stick that on. It should be very straightforward, as I say. How hard can it be to put a screen on? Well, I say that, somebody did tell me a while back that these mirrors, which I need to undo and potentially remove in order to get the screen on, can be a right mare to put back on again. So that's the only thing that worries me slightly, but let's crack on, let's have a go with it, and hopefully it'll be a simple swap, and we'll see how it goes. So stick around, let's have a look at that. Okay, so I've checked out the Ducati workshop manual to see what tools I need for this, and there's only two that I apparently need. One is this really tiny Torx head. I think it's a T7. I don't know what the 7 relates to, but it's pretty small. Maybe it's 0.7 of a mil, something like that. That's for these 4 little screws around here. So that's straightforward, and they're not torqued up very much, in fact, ironically. In fact, 0.2 of a Newton metre, so I should be able to just undo these with my hands, which I can, so I'll do those in a sec. And then the other tool is just an Allen head. This is a 3mm Allen key, if you like, and that's what does these potentially marish screws inside on the mirror. So they're the only tools I need to do, so it's just a matter really of taking those off, making sure I don't lose any of the plastic spacers, putting the new screen on, bolting it all up again. So I won't insult your intelligence and do that in real time. I'll just crack on with it, unless it gets difficult with the mirrors, and I'll have another chat with you. Otherwise, it'll be a before and after look. Okay, so first off, take out the little tiny Torx ones. And careful not to lose any rubbers. And now for the potentially more tricky mirror ones. There we go, there's the screen away. Okay, now I can see where the tricky bit comes in. I'll just move the camera and I'll show you. There's a little rubber, what do you call it? It's like a gasket, if you like, that fits under here, and it's going to be a right pain to position that all back again. I'll just show you what I mean. So here we go. I don't know if you can actually see here very well, but just under here, between the screen and the fairing and the sort of back end of the instrument panel, there's a little rubber, can you see that, like a gasket in there? And you've got to get the holes lined up, the mirror in, the gasket in, and the screen in. So there's about 4 things you've got to line up at once, and that, I think, is where the tricky bit comes in. Okay, so this is going to be one of those classic jobs that looks really easy and turns out to be quite difficult. So I won't bother filming it because I haven't got enough hands to do the camera, do the talking, and all the 4 things that need to be aligned. So give me a bit of time and I'll come back and tell you how I got on. Okay, so a quick interim update for you. It has been a right old faff. Managed to get this side on okay. The trick is to put the little Allen bolts actually in from the back and then wiggle it around. So those have gone in absolutely fine. I've just got to do those up tighter. But I'm leaving it all loose so I can get on with the other side. The other side I've managed to get in. There's just a bit of fiddling around to do with the rubbers just to make sure that it's nice and neat. But pretty confident. Another 5 minutes of faffing around and she should be good to go. Okay, glad to say those eventually have gone in and they're fine. It's all nice and neat, rubber's all nice and neat, and it's where it should be. So I've just got to put the other little Allen bolts on now, and then we're all done. Okay, there we are, all done. That's the 4 little Allen bolts in, all nice and neat, and I think she looks really good. Let's just remind you of what she looked like before and do the before and after. So this is what she looked like before, just with the OEM clear screen. And this is what she looks like now. So there we go. That's the job done, and that's how she looks like with the dark screen. I think she looks great. Really pleased how it's gone on, but it just shows you that what seems to be a very simple 5-minute job can sometimes turn out to be a bit more than that. This probably took me 45 minutes plus. But anyway, pleased with the end result. I'm not too sure about the Power Bronze logo on the side here, so I might just have to take a hairdryer, warm it up and peel it off in the fullness of time, but so far so good. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed that. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Until then, this has been the Missenden Flyer. Cheerio.